So, good morning, everyone. Thank you all for joining us here in this short panel discussion. Today, we've prepared to get here with my colleague Matej a really interesting topic regarding artificial intelligence, and we call it a double-edged sword, impact on artificial intelligence on cybersecurity. So just a teaser to begin with. We could talk for hours about any security aspects of the artificial intelligence, such as, I don't know, the privacy, securing of the transmitted data, or the quality of the data. But this is not the topic that we want to talk about today. Today, we want to start the discussion about really specific usage of the artificial intelligence, which is its direct usage in the cybersecurity services, both for the malign or for the defense purposes. So, just a brief introduction, if it works. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So, my name is Kristýna Jakesch. I'm Security Associate Manager in Accenture. I work in the same team together here with Matej. We work in the security consulting. My area of expertise is security governance, risk compliance strategy, and so on. But I also worked in the Security Operations Center in critical infrastructure. Therefore, I have a deep interest in incident management and cyber defense.
Good morning. My name is Matej Spišák. For those of you who didn't attend the previous presentation we had about cybersecurity regulations, I'm working here at Accenture in Bratislava as a security delivery senior analyst, and I have some experience with delivering strategic security projects and helping our client to be compliant with new regulations. So today we are going to discuss AI. And we're going to discuss specific use cases of AI, so how it impacts cybersecurity from our perspective. So first of all, let's think about phishing. So if you are working for a major corporation, most probably you went through some phishing awareness training, how to spot a phishing attack, because it is very important. This is a very usual attack vector to get inside your company. But I have a bad news for you as individuals, but also for the companies and those who are preparing these trainings. Generative AI is making phishing attacks much more advanced, and we should expect increasing quality and quantity of attacks over time. So what does it mean? Because generative AI is providing us also a lot of good things, for example, creation of text, correction of grammar. All these things can be used to make phishing attacks much more sophisticated and much harder to spot. So companies should understand this. They should understand the capabilities of AI-enhanced phishing, and they should also adjust their trainings based on that. Secondly, deepfakes, also very, very related to social engineering as such. These are videos, these are audio files, these are images generated by machine learning algorithms, and they can be used for various purposes. They can be used for manipulation of elections. We've seen cases like this, but it can be also used to support financial frauds also inside your company. And I think this was also experienced at, let's say, various enterprises, various firms, and it cost them a lot of money. It costs them millions of euros and dollars. So it is good to think about it. It's good to teach your employees how to spot deepfakes, but it's also good to adjust your policies to better reflect this new threat. Lastly, there is malware creation. So as we know, generative AI is learning on data, and AI in general is learning on data that you give it. And criminals, according to published research, can train their own AI systems on malware. So they keep feeding these AI systems malware, and it helps them to get quick and automated code generation for new variants of malware. At the same time, what it can provide them is adaptation and learning from the previous cyber attacks, from their results, and from the response of security systems that are here to stop these attacks. So, as you can see, there are some ways of how AI can be used also for malign purposes.
Okay, I don't need a slide. So thank you, Matej. Matej was describing the examples of how can AI be used for malign purposes. I would try to move to a little bit to the bright side and set some examples of how can AI be leveraged for cyber defense. So we have selected 3 examples, starting with the threat detection. So AI has the capacity to analyze large data sets in real time to be able to detect potential threats. So using the adaptive learning and the machine learning, it can quickly identify some kind of patterns, or on the other hand, anomalies that are indicated on some kind of cyber attacks, such as malware or phishing attacks. It can be also, for example, brute force or DDoS attack and so on. This type of response can be also learned in a predictive, using the historical pattern, but also in response. But I will mention it in the last section. Another example that we have selected is the fraud prevention. Same as with the previous case, the machine learning now here helps identify as the same, some kind of patterns or unusual behavior that can indicate fraudulent activities. This is also mainly used, or obviously mainly used in business, for example, in finances. So it can be situations like suspicious credit card transactions, insurance scams, but it can also be used, for example, in e-commerce that can analyze some kind of suspicious user purchasing behavior, suggesting some kind of a scam. And last but not least is the incident response automation, my very favorite. So AI here is used to automate the incident response system by the system that once the breach is detected, AI can automatically react by isolating the compromised device, network, or any kind of asset, by blocking the malicious behavior, and then initiating autonomously the incident response procedure. What is the benefit of that? First of all, it definitely reduces the time for handling the incident, but also it limits the impact of the potential or the actual threat. So in this case, the human operator are still needed in the incident response procedure, but can focus on the most strategic or sophisticated kind of task or decision, and let the AI handle the initial part of the incident management process. To sum it up, time, yeah. Okay. Okay, I will just sum it up with that the efficiency is always depend on the quality of the data, but if it's managed well, it can be invaluable help in the cyber defense.
And also to conclude it was just a short talk, and the main purpose was to be kind of food for thought. So think about artificial intelligence as something that can help you a lot. It's very good to increase productivity, to do a lot of good, but it's just a tool. And like all the other tools, it also can be used for bad. It can bring some risks for your company. It can be used to boost some of the existing threats, to create some of the new threats. And we need to take these things into consideration when working with AI. We need to think about responsibly, and we just have to keep in mind that it's good for us, but the attackers are also trying to use to be more effective. Okay, thanks a lot. Ask, but if not, we'll be here, so you can just approach us and we can discuss privately and in person some of the aspects of this topic.
Thank you very much.